This is item number AFK218. This is a nylon pillow block as opposed to a cast iron. This is for a 1-inch shaft. Got a 1-inch shaft right here. This product is made in USA by Fenner Drives, and it does have a Chinese-made bearing insert right here. These are used on high-end fitness equipment. These have the advantage of lightweight, being extremely strong for their weight because this housing is made of reinforced nylon. So it's extremely tough. It's not painted, so it'll always look like this. There's no paint to scratch off like other cast iron housings. It doesn't rust. This bearing is more hygienic due to the nylon housing. So it's easy to clean. You'll be using a shaft, and cold roll is fine. This is cold roll, 1018. And this is about 998 thousandths or so, which is typical for cold roll, about 1 to 1.5 under the nominal size of 1 inch. The ID of this bearing insert is about 1 to 2 over. So we're looking at a slip fit. So I'll show you that. Pretty tight. The bearing insert can move around like an eyeball. That's so it can conform to anything uneven. So when you add another bearing, you mount this to a flat surface. And even if the surface is not perfectly flat, this nylon is much more forgiving than cast iron. If you try to mount a cast iron housing onto an uneven surface, you can break the ears off the cast iron housing. With nylon, it can be twisted a little bit, slightly. It can give a little more. So that makes it a good application. If you got a plate, for example, and you got some welding on the back side of the plate, it might warp that plate a little bit. This is a good solution. You can mount these bearings using 3/8 bolts. So you can use Allen socket caps, or you can use hex head. We do recommend using flat washers when mounting these. As you can see, there's plenty of room for a washer. This bolt slot is very close to the nominal size of 3/8. So 3/8 is 375 thousandths. This is 383 or so. So it's very close tolerance. Inside each of these ears is a crush bushing. That's that oval metal insert you see here. That goes all the way through. That way you can put some torque on the bolt. And again, the nylon can give a little bit. And so you don't want to crush the nylon any more than you need to. So you'll be bolting down on that little crush bushing. The dimensions for overall is 5 5/8. The ID, of course, is 1 inch nominal. The center line of the bearing insert to the base of the housing is 1.5. From center to center, so we'll be measuring from the right side edge of the crush bushing to the right side edge of the other crush bushing is 4 1/8 inches. So that would represent the center to center distance between the center of this particular oval slot and this one. So 4 1/8. The thickness of the ear is about just a little under 5/8. 5/8 being 625 thousand. This is 619. The width of the ear is just under 1.5 inches. The insert collar has 2 set screws that require a 1/8 inch Allen wrench. You can tighten those down on the shaft. That keeps everything from moving. You can adjust the alignment of the housing in relation to the center line of the shaft just by giving it a tap one way or the other. The housing is a 205-16, which is standard for a 1-inch bearing. You'll find the same dimensions that are critical in a cast iron version of this bearing. We also offer this same bearing with the same critical dimensions except using a cast iron housing. That can be found on our bearing category. The bearings and bushings category is one of the links in our description, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. We also offer a flange bearing made of the same composite nylon material with the 1-inch ID. For more information on this bearing, watch this video.